This is Steve Brandt reporting from the Route 66 Spirit of America Museum in Stroud, Oklahoma, where I have returned from the big committee meeting in Oklahoma City, chaired by the mayor of Oklahoma City, at which the fate of the Gold Dome building on 23rd and Classen was discussed and resolved, because the proposal to turn the Gold Dome building into a concert hall was approved, and that includes a $3 million low-cost loan combined with $7 million from the developer. So the good news is the Gold Dome building is going to be restored to working order, which it certainly deserves. And that also leaves open the possibility that someday in the future, if the concert hall venue business model does not work out, someone else will get a chance to buy the now fully functioning building and do something with it, hopefully in line with what I proposed, because I was given the opportunity to speak. The first thing the mayor said was, please give us your name and your address. And when I said that I was from Stroud, Oklahoma, I think I lost them, because they knew I was an outsider, not a member of the club. Now, this is just an assumption, but I can tell you that I know what it's like to be an outsider. And what I wish more people realized, including people in positions of authority, is that the voice of the outsider matters, because they see things from a different perspective. I've seen, based on the mayor of Oklahoma City's State of the City address from about 4 months ago, that this city is in a remarkable position to move ahead internationally as well as nationally. It'll be hosting 2 of the Olympic game events in the summer of 2028. It has international flights about to start to its Will Rogers Airport, and a customs processing area is being constructed. The mayor has been meeting with dignitaries from foreign governments, ambassadors to the United States from fill in the blank. So Oklahoma City is going to be a bigger player internationally than ever in the future. And what I would have talked about had I had the chance was how the Gold Dome building can help Oklahoma City have a very public conversation, not just with itself and not just with the rest of America, but with the rest of the world, on the subject of just what kind of a future are we going to have. And that future is very much at risk right now, or up for grabs, because we are in not just a national, but an international war between the forces of democracy and the forces of authoritarianism/fascism. I'm going to guess that the mayor of Oklahoma City is aware of this. But again, the minute I said I was not from the city, I think that was a problem. And either way, the risk exists. After all, Oklahoma City suffered the greatest act of homegrown terrorism ever. And of course, New York City suffered the greatest act of foreign terrorism, perhaps second to Pearl Harbor. So New York and Oklahoma City have something in common. They have been impacted by forces of hate from outside their four walls, so to speak, from outside the system. And there's a letter that Dr. Deming sent to me back in 1993, and I gave a copy of that letter to all the committee members. And in that letter, Dr. Deming said to make New York a quality city, it was going to be necessary to optimize the system, which goes far beyond New York. And that's because Dr. Deming knew that a great city such as New York is not immune to outside stresses and negative effects. And of course, that was a 1993 letter, which was proven to be true on 9/11. So my work continues. I will not be putting a formal proposal to buy the Gold Dome building, but I will be looking at how I can most effectively offer up this conversation about the need to have a very public conversation that offers people information about the options we have, specifically the option to replace the hate and division-driven you or me world with a love and cooperation and lifelong learning-driven you and me world. Thank you for the support. I'm open to any feedback people would like to offer, and the journey continues. Thanks very much.